Today we're going to be looking at a TMUA style logic and reasoning question, which I find a lot of my students tend to trip up on. So feel free to pause the video, have a go at this problem yourself, and we'll go over the solution. So the setup is, we have a set of 4 cards, and on one side they have a color, red or blue, on the other side they have a shape, a circle or a square. And we have 4 of them laid out on a table. So we have a card which shows blue, a card which shows red, a card which shows circle, and a card which shows square. And a rule is proposed. Every blue card has a circle on its other side. And the question is asking, to check whether this rule is true, which of the cards do we need to turn over? Now, there is a really common mistake that students tend to make, which is thinking that we need to turn over this card, the one with a circle on it. And that's because this statement is suggesting some kind of link between cards which have the color blue and cards which have a circle, but we actually don't need to. Let's go over this a little more precisely. So this statement is telling us if a card is blue, then it has a circle on the other side. Now, under this rule, let's think about what cards are allowed. So there are 4 possible cards that we could have in this set. You have 2 cards which could be blue, 2 which are red. So you could have blue circle, blue square, red circle, red square. So under this system, we can certainly have a card which is blue and has a circle, because that's what the rule is telling us. If a card is blue, it must have a circle. And because of that, we can't have a card which is blue and has a square, right? That would contradict this statement over here. What about a card which is red and has a circle? Well, the statement doesn't say anything about that. It's not telling us that if a card has a circle on one side, it needs to be red on the other. It's just telling us that if it's blue, then it needs to be circular on the other side. So red circle is allowed. In the same way, a card which is red and has a square is also allowed. So this card over here, the blue square, is actually the only card we need to watch out for, because it's the only card which is going to disprove our rule. So let's take a look at these cards over here and see which of them could be a blue square. Now, of course, this card can be, so we need to turn it over, because if there's a square on the other side, it's going to disprove our rule. What about this one? Well, both of the red cards are allowed, so we don't need to check it. Now let's look at the circular card. A lot of people think it needs to be blue on the other side, but if it's red and circular, it doesn't disprove our rule. And of course, a blue card with a circle is allowed, and so we don't need to turn this one over. Now let's look at the final one, the square card. Now we do need to check this one, because if it's blue on the other side, it would disprove our rule. The blue square is not allowed, and so we will turn this card over. So that's telling us that we have to turn over the blue card and the square card, which means that the answer is option D. Thank you so much for watching. This was a short problem, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.